Marge poured milk into a flower pot and served it as breakfast for the kids. This happened because she hadn't slept well the night before. Homer's snoring was so loud and intense that even when Marge tried blocking her ears with her hair, she could still hear it. So, she tried to tackle the source of the noise directly, but all her efforts were in vain. The next day, Marge took Homer to see a doctor, but the doctor informed them that the treatment would be very expensive. After seeing the doctor's bill, Homer offered his own price.
Get out.
Unable to afford the surgery, Marge had to sleep outside that night. This led to her being so exhausted the next morning that when she was driving the kids to work, she accidentally jumped out of the car and rolled down a hill. Luckily, Bart's excellent driving skills helped him avoid crashing into a large truck. Lisa and Milhouse were also involved, helping Bart press the gas pedal. To get a good night's sleep, Marge decided to stay at her sister's house.
It's happened! She left Homer. I'll get the champagne, and let's get that ring off.
Marge explained that she didn't want to leave Homer. While at her sister's house, they watched TV, and the news reported that Springfield's Artie had made it onto the Forbes list of the rich. He invented a machine that converts noise into music. Artie was Marge's ex-boyfriend, but she had broken up with him due to his unchivalrous behavior. Her sisters encouraged her to send Artie an email congratulating him on his success, so Marge gave a congratulatory speech, but her sisters translated her words into a love letter and sent it out right away. When Artie received the email, he was thrilled because he had been thinking about Marge for 20 years. Even the things in his room were all related to her. The next day, Artie flew to the Simpsons' backyard in a helicopter. The kids rushed outside to check what was happening, while Homer took the opportunity to sneak some of their breakfast. Artie was planning to take Marge back to his mansion. Seeing this, Marge quickly explained that the email had been a misunderstanding. However, Homer didn't mind that Marge had a rich ex-boyfriend. In fact, he happily boarded Artie's luxurious yacht. Artie then offered Homer $1 million if he allowed Marge to spend a weekend with him.
Artie, that's a sick idea. Come on, Homer, we're leaving.
That evening, Homer suddenly realized that if he got the $1 million, he could afford the surgery, even a heart surgery. Marge said she could get used to Homer's snoring, but she had greatly underestimated how powerful his snoring was. The next day, her eyes were bloodshot, and she was on the brink of collapse.
Are you snoring while you're awake?
In the end, Marge chose to compromise. She called Artie, and after Homer listed the parts of Marge's body that Artie couldn't touch, he nervously sent her off in the helicopter. Artie organized a special ball for Marge, and before the evening ended, he hoped to kiss her on the cheek. Marge agreed and puckered up, but to her shock, Artie went in for a full kiss. Though Marge struggled with all her might, she couldn't overpower him, and unfortunately, Homer witnessed the whole thing.
Oh no, if Marge marries Artie, I'll never be born.
In despair, Homer decided to leave Springfield with Lenny. When Marge returned home, she found a videotape on the bed. In the video, Homer explained that he had seen something terrible at the ball, so he had decided to leave Springfield, the town of sorrow. Homer boarded a bus to a faraway place, but the cacti on the road always reminded him of Marge. Meanwhile, the mountains on the side of the road reminded Lenny of Carl. Homer and Lenny found work at an oil field. Meanwhile, the family was searching for Homer's whereabouts. They had confirmed that he was in West Springfield, but the city was vast and endless, so Marge had no choice but to ask Artie for help, using his helicopter to search for Homer. Homer and Lenny were trying to stop a blowout at the oil field when they raised their goggles to celebrate their successful work. However, sunlight refracted through the lenses and ignited an ant. Homer tried to rush out, but the fire was too large. At that critical moment, Marge arrived in the helicopter. She threw down a ladder to rescue Homer, but he remained unmoved. He didn't want to see his wife spend the rest of her life with another man.
We said good day!
Witnessing this, Artie decided to give up on Marge because he knew her heart belonged to Homer, and that was something money couldn't buy.
Woohoo!
There's nothing on that helicopter for me.
Don't be so sure.
Carl Carlson?
In the end, although Artie didn't give Homer the $1 million, he gave him a snore converter that could turn Homer's snoring into music.
He's a loser, Marge. Dump him. I traveled the world and the 7 seas. I am watching you through a camera.